Hi, I'm Sandy Leo in New Zealand. I am a Czech certified golf bar mechanic and a master trainer for a total gym. So today we're going to put the two together. This is for you if you're a golfer and you own a total gym, or you're training people that play golf. And this workout is going to give you the ins and outs of what you need to be aware of a golfer is really needing. And if you are a golfer and you own a total gym, you've got the right equipment. So let's get going. So first of all, as we get older and you go to golf, you're probably tight and sore, and you need to be aware as you get older, you need to get mobility around your joints, not flexibility, that will come, but mobility. So how do you do that? Let's explore that with some simple exercise, then some strengthening to get behind that golf swing so that you can go right down that fairway and be enjoying your golf game at the end. So, and let's remember the day after. We don't want to wake up and tight sore lower backs, do we? So let's address all of that. Here we go. So first of all, I want to create some mobility in the body. So just keeping the total gym on this like a medium level. So we're going to address tight hamstrings and lower back. So when we do that, we want to have a bit of a level because that will give you more mobility around your hip joints and your hamstrings. So we're going to come to the bottom of the glide board and we're going to sit on the bottom by moving the glide board up and placing the feet on the struts. Go ahead and create some pelvic mobility, coming under and back, coming under and back. Beautiful, coming under and back. So just as you'll see, there's a C curve, and then I'm putting a curve, the lordosis in my lower back. So a little bit of this, and then looking at our hamstrings, which can get really tight for the golfers. Taking your arms out, shoulders down, looking for length in your spine. Rotate your whole body, dive into your belly and exhale, come forward. And inhale, come back up. And dropping your shoulders down, rotate your whole body. Dive in and exhale, come forward. Inhale, come back. And drop the shoulders. And looking at about 10 to 15 of these. And coming back up and drop the shoulders. Remember, this is not about being able to touch your toes. Look at the backhand. The backhand is turned in because I'm looking for mobility in the shoulders as well, so that you don't end up with a shoulder injury in the golf swing path. So breath in. So the cue here is little finger towards the little toe, backhand shaking someone's hand and coming back up. And it's not about getting to those toes, guys. Because everyone has different length arms, different length legs. So this is just creating mobility through the joints and through the vertebrae in the spine. Once we've done that, sitting up nice and tall, placing your arms in front of you and shoulder blades back, zip the tummy. Exhale, rotate your upper body and turn and back into center and rotate. Now the lower body doesn't move at all because your swing path and your swing comes from your thoracic spine, which is mid, not lumbar. So we need to warm up the thoracic spine. Very simple. Now the cue here is to keep your chin in line with your wrist so that your head doesn't take off further than your arms can go. And keeping that posture nice and tall as you do so. Now also you're always in a forward flexion position as you approach your ball. So to maintain that, we need to make sure that we have got good TVA, lower abs, to support your back in that position, or else the back muscles do all the work and you end up saying you have a sore back in the morning. So strengthening the TVA is super important. Arms in front of you, tuck into the tummy and start to roll your way down. And exhale, coming back up. Tuck in and roll your way back down. And exhale and coming back up. Dive in and roll your way back down. Noticing my lower back touches the glide board, and exhale, coming back up. Diving in. Now, if you find that you come here and you fall, that is indicating your TVA is not strong. So you can hold behind your legs and practice that touching your lower back and then coming back up, because you want to get the lower abs on, not just the upper abs on. Tucking in, rolling down and coming back up. Good, tucking in and rolling down. and coming back up. After you've done about 10 of these, coming into your lower back, then progress down to the whole back. Come around with the arms, dive into the belly, exhale, lift up, because you want to be able to have length in those arms as well in your golf swing. The big circle coming around, diving in and rolling back up. My thumbs are facing backwards when I come over and around, and when you lift up, you're coming up. Beautiful. A good 10 of these. Coming all the way around. Dive into the tummy and no momentum as you come up. You want to be using muscles just like you want control in your swing path, not slamming it with speed. While I finish off the last few, I want to also address your breath pattern behind hitting a ball. Breathe in as you approach the ball and exhale when you impact the ball. You'll find that ball goes a whole lot longer without so much effort. Last one, breath in and roll back down, and exhale coming all the way around. Beautiful. Bringing both arms out now. We're going to put the palm down on the right one and the palm facing down on the left one, palm up on the right. Take your chin over to the right. Breath in, exhale, and rotate. Breath in, exhale, 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 rotate. And two more. Breath in. And always exhale as you turn that head, looking into the palm of your hand. Nice work. You'll find your arms start to get a bit heavy, but the more you do this, you'll get stronger at it. Beautiful. Bringing your hands now down behind you. Press your chest up and open up through those pecs. Holding it. Nice work. Turn your feet out onto the struts here. Breath in, come down and open up through the hips. Exhale, pushing back into your hamstrings. Coming down, bringing the bottom underneath you and pressing back. Breath in, down. Exhale, pushing back. Just listen to your body. Making sure you're pushing from the heels and you're not pushing to the point that you're actually really catching yourself. This is mobility training. Opening up through your hips, releasing your lower back. Nice work. Now placing your feet back onto the struts, put your hands on top of your legs. Drop your head, pull into the tummy, and start to roll your way down and just fold over your body. Breath in and exhale, rolling your back up, stack your spine, and take your elbows behind. The reason we take them behind is there's no muscles in your back that are activated until the elbows come behind your body. And you want strong rhomboids and strong muscles across the scapula. Exhale, come forward. And rolling up, pull the elbows back, pinch your shoulder blades together. Dive in and roll forward. And rolling your way back, pinch your shoulders together, tuck in and roll your way forward, and exhale, rolling up and pinching back together. Nice. Now we're going to just address some hip flexors. Normally very tight, and you'll think it's lower back, but it can be the hip flexors that are causing the issue. So Total Gym is a great machine to get some flexibility in those tight hip flexors. Place your left foot up on the toe bar or the squat stand, whatever you have. Roll your way down. Shimmy your body off to the right. Go ahead and grab your ankle and pull down. Now, for a lot of golfers that haven't been doing this, this will be it. You'll be struggling and cursing just here. The higher you go, the easier this is. So if you're really struggling, just go a little bit higher. You can put a cushion underneath your foot as well. And I was just looking for a cushion, but I don't have one close by. But you just put a cushion underneath your foot. Some people get cramp in their foot, and this just means weak feet, because a lot of men don't wear high heels, right? So they've got flat feet. So the muscles and tendon in the arch of their feet becomes crampy. So practice doing this rather than run away from it. Now, if you're feeling you can take more, And I want you to take up your opposite arm so you get a stretch through the QL on the opposite side. And you can just float down. Now, I'm on a wood floor, or you can put a cushion underneath it or a pillow. And then think about dropping the knee to the floor. Always try and hold this for 2 minutes. Don't run away from it. And you can just shimmy that foot back a little bit. Try to breathe through it. This can be quite agonizing for some people, but you will improve if you do this on a regular basis. You're getting deep into some hip flexors here, but remember, a lot of times hip flexors are tight because they're also weak. So we have to address the weakness within there as well, because there's a lot of muscles that attach into your groin. One might be holding you tight because the other 4 are weak. That I'll put into another video, which you will find. It'll be a mat workout where I put in golfers' release and strengthening. Hold here just to let go. You're going to feel it in your quad or your hip flexor. Press back up and we shimmy over to the opposite side. I like to hold on with my toes to the toe bar, so I'm getting some ankle and Achilles work as well. If you don't have a toe bar, fine with the squat stand. Grab your ankle, hold it here, put the opposite arm up, listen to your body. If your body's free enough, come down further and think about that knee dropping to the ground. Everyone's a little bit different. It's either going to be up top in your psoas muscle or it's going to be through the bulk of the quad muscle. It's a nice time to address where your head is as well. You want that chin down, the neck long, your rib cage down. So practicing proper posture can really help you in a lot of things in life, especially with everything we do at the moment as computers and phones. Pushing back up, coming into the center. Now, there's a lot of hours on a golf course, right? So we want to make sure our Achilles and feet are up for the job. Many times people complain of sore ankles afterwards, or tight Achilles or tight calf muscles. So warm them up, strengthen them up. So just doing a heel toe release on the toe bar is really efficient. If you don't have a toe bar, then we can go into single leg work. So you can also put your foot hanging at the bottom of your squat stand with the heel underneath it. Otherwise, we also want to go into single leg work, because each leg does different work in a golf swing. So we need each leg doing its job separately. So train them separately. So coming down into one leg, I'm just going to shimmy down, making sure my bottom's right at the bottom, holding this one in and up. So you'll find people with lazy hip flexors, they'll just go like that. Okay, so you want to make sure you're in and you're holding it, abdominals on. So just coming down, and we're going to take this into another hamstring stretch as well. Pressing out of your heel so that you're working your glute, because buttock muscles do a lot of work in golf. So if you don't have a butt, you're going to use your back. So better butt, better back, better golf. Remember that one. That's a key one. So standing doing a few squats while you're cleaning your teeth is another good practice for golfers. Okay, reach and point, long leg, abdominals on. Reach and point and come back in. Reach and point, back in. Reach and point, back in. Now taking that leg up to the sky, flex the foot, point, come down, flex the foot, point, flex the foot, point, and flex. One more time, point, flex, and hold behind the belly of your leg and flex the foot. Point to note, never pull your toes. That's a neural stretch and your body doesn't like. So just pulling that leg but not buckling the leg. Keep pushing up to the sky. If you find that's really too tight, then do a few of release and push, just to get the attachments behind the knee to start to release. So if they're screaming and there's just no way you can get a straight leg, this one here will help. Never pull behind the knee. We want to have a hand on the hamstring. You can add one to the calf and pull a bit more. Now, figure 4 stretch, unbelievable for releasing sciatic, glutes, and hip issues. So drop in and push on that leg that's crossed over. So put a bit of work on it. It's not meant to feel comfortable. It's meant to feel uncomfortable through the hip and through the glutes. Don't run away from this. Try and stay in it for a good minute, pushing down. You can pull that foot a little bit more, so you can pull the foot and push on the knee and get deep in there, especially the sciatic people. You want to get deep in there and release them. Coming back up and changing. Check your leg is in line with your hip and cross the left one over. Just be gentle when you first go in. You'll probably find the right one is always tighter because the right does all your stabilizing and your left one doesn't do an awful lot, apart from the walking. Another point to note, if you're doing 5 hours of walking on a golf course, check the way you're walking. Feet turn out will give you sore back. Look at your foot stroke, keep your feet apart. Make sure you've got comfortable shoes that aren't too tight, and check your feet are not turning out. That will always give you back pain at the end of your golf game. Pull the foot in, and then coming back out, back into heel toe. And let's get into some strength work to put behind that golf swing. There's some cool stuff you can do on Total Gym. Okay, arms over, big circle, come around, tuck and roll your way back up. Feet come down. I'm going to go and adjust my Total Gym now and add on my arm pulley. So I'm going to get my leg pulleys out of the way. I am on a level 10 at the moment. I'm just going to stay there. No need to go and bust a gut when you're training for a golf swing. You want to be able to get a good 10 to 15 reps out of everything you're doing. So the good old pull over to work the triceps and right under serratus and lower traps. So we're going to come to the bottom of your glide board, turn and face the bottom. Sit at the bottom, tuck into the belly and roll your way back down. Arms going over. Now lats are big muscles behind golf games. Chin is in. You do not want to be looking backwards. If so, put a pillow under the head, tuck the chin in. Think of pulling something behind your back and your palms are facing the roof. So we're pulling all the way down, but at the end, none of this is needed with the hands. So it's just as if you're pulling something heavy down behind your back. Put a zip on the tummy and a big long movement. So go all the way up and all the way down. Think of your scapulas moving down into your back pockets rather than pulling with your hands. Okay, then we're going to add on, it's going to 1 and 2 and 3 and back up. And 1 and 2 and 3 and back up. 1 and 2 and 3 back up. And again, 1 and 2 and 3 back up. Let's take this into a pullover now. So diving into the belly, rib cage goes down first. Take the arms up to the sky and over. Notice the elbow is not bending. So just like a golf swing, you don't want to have spaghetti arms. You want to have strong, controlled arms and speed behind the swing. Same in this movement. Keep the chin down and have that control. Again, 10 to 15 repetitions. Notice where my arms finish. My arms are coming right down beside my hips to get the full range of my lats and all the way back. No cheating, guys. Full range and come back. All we're going to do is add now the head to take it into pullover crunch to just address the abs again. So long arms, lift the head, roll your way back up. Inhale, come back. Lift. If you go slow, you'll notice your heat goes up and it becomes a lot harder than doing them really fast. Exhale, roll and lift. Inhale, come back. Lift, exhale and roll, grip the tummy. Think of your rib cage that's going down to the abdominals. And come back. Exhale and roll. Inhale, come back. Now we want obliques in golf as well. They are your side muscles that attach around from your abdominals into your back muscle. So you've got external and internal oblique system that attaches the back, which you use in your swing path. So let's go in there. Exhale over to the left, both arms, and come back in. Over to the right and come back in. Exhale over. I've got one hand going in the middle of my legs and one to the outside. My head comes with my arms not before and not at the end. So you're rolling your rib cage up. Do about 10 of these. You'll find you'll fatigue pretty quickly doing this. So whenever you're fatiguing, always go into your exhale. Good time to practice because it's the same movement when you hit the ball. Put the exhale behind it. I'm just going to take this into a tricep push down. So these muscles are the back of the arms and the power that also goes behind a golf swing. So you don't want to just have good biceps, guys. You need to have the good triceps. Functional ones, not bulky ones. So you'll notice here my elbows go down to the glide board and then I press down. Elbows down to the glide board, press down. Coming down and press. And again, down and press. Beautiful, down and press. 2 more, down and press. And last one. We're going to go up into torso now. So tucking and rolling your way back up and sit. So there are 3 planes of movement with your body. Triplane movement. You've got sagittal, frontal, and side. So what we're going to do here is some work sideways. So this is the movement that you have the power in when you're playing golf that you need to be addressing. I'm going to take my front cable here. And I'm going to come onto my glide board with my knees at the front. So first of all, I'm going to anchor down. And I'm going to bring my knee forward and forward. And I'm going to come up and hold my cable. Now my hand is underneath it. And first of all, I'm going to do what we call rock the baby. So as if you've got a baby in your arms, tuck into the tummy and just rock the baby for shoulder work. Nothing else is happening here. I'm crouching down so that I'm using my glutes as well. I'm zipping my tummy and just rocking the baby. Make sure you go each way the same. Then all we're going to do is take this into a straight arm, just like a golf swing. So we come down, crouch down, follow and swing. Follow and swing. Start practicing the breath behind it. So exhale. And it's going to be one of your biggest tools. It's going to help you in your golf game is practicing not to hold your breath when you have impact, but to exhale into it. And you're going to feel your oblique system and one glute starting to fire here. Now all I'm going to do is take this into a wood chop. So we're going to come down and then lift up. Down and lift up. Down and lift up. Down, crouch and come across your body. Follow with your eyes. You're going to feel your glutes really working here. And lift and down. Lift and down. One more and coming back. So I'm going to do the other side so you're going to get the back view. So always come off by anchoring down. Never been freestyle, guys. It's how you have an accident. So I'm going to take my other cable. Anchor down. Make sure you always have your knees apart. This is your stability. Come in for rock a baby. Shoulders and just rocking side to side. So you can see I haven't done an awful lot, but I'm definitely sweating, guys. My glute that I've already worked is really feeling it. So now I'm going into a straight arm swing across. I'm following with my eyes. Crouching into my butt. Just going over the pointers to remember. Zip on my tummy. And do 2 more and take it straight into a wood chop. Keeping my wrists neutral. Exhale, lift and crouch down. Lift, crouch down. Lift and crouch. Lift and crouch. Lift and crouch. Good. Lift and crouch. 2 more. lift and crouch. Last one, lift and crouch. Anchor down, and let's turn around and go into our rhomboids. So we just grab both. Now you can do, if you're feeling or you're carrying a bit of weight, you can do seated. If you want to get a little bit more out of this and your knees allow you to, you can do seated, or you can do seated standing. So those are the 3 levels that you can work out. I'm just going to stay here, and again, remember, pull the elbows back behind the body. Keep the elbows tucked in, no chicken wings. Pulling in. Always addressing the posture, keeping the technique and the speed fluid. Pulling back for 3, and 1, 2, 3, come back. And 1, 2, 3, come back. Checking your shoulders are not elevated. The power in a golf game does not come from upper traps, comes more from lower traps and thoracic movement. So we need to address them. So we're going to go in now to a strong single row with rotation. So this will give you power without you having to think about it when you're behind the golf ball. So if you use the breath, not speed, and you've already built up the muscles, you'll find that you'll really hit that ball a lot faster. So exhale, rotate and turn, rotate and turn, rotate and turn, rotate and turn. You notice I'm taking my eyes following each elbow. Now I know that's different to a golf game, but this is how we train. Good, just 2 more. You do not want to take this too high, guys. Kicks in pretty quickly. And change to the other side. Zip the tummy, pinch your shoulder blades, shoulders down. Tuck in and exhale, rotate, 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 and again, rotate. Gonna do 2 more. Nice work, guys. Now, just going to cross my cables over. Be careful doing that. The one that's on top, just keep slightly higher so that you don't hit all the buckles. Tuck in and exhale, rotate, pinch your shoulders, hold, 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 and come back. Breath in and pinch, hold, and come back. Pinch and hold, and come back. Keeping the elbows in line with your shoulders, chest lifted, and hold, and hold. 2 more. Last time. Beautiful. Anchor down and come off. Uncross the cables. I'm just going to come into a full spine strengthening. Tuck in and hold. Knees. Now I want you just to come into a surfer lap pull. Tuck in, exhale, come through. Inhale, come back, double row. Tuck in, exhale, come through. Come back, double row. Come through and come back, and a double row. Nice work. Keeping those elbows coming back. Back is nice and strong. Tummy is always zipped and assisting the movement. Okay, 2 to go. And 1 more. Nice work. Anchor down and bringing the feet to the ground. This is a pretty powerful move. Tuck into the tummy, zip the belly. Exhale, come back and hold, 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 and come back. Looks easy? Not easy. Dive into the tummy. Exhale, come back. I'm keeping my feet down because I'm on a medium height. You can take this down to a lower height to make it easier. Tuck in, exhale back. Inhale back in. Exhale back. Inhale back, and you're going to feel your arms as well. Exhale, come back and come back in. Beautiful work, guys. Taking this now just into a nice child pose or a rest position to release your lower back. Take your knees out to the glide board. Hold the top of your glide board and just pull back. If you have issues with your knees, just grab a pillow, pop them underneath you, and sit back onto the pillow. Taking your left hand under your right, rotate and look. You're going to feel that right down to your QLs and hips, and take it to the other side. Rotate and turn back into center, dropping the head down if you can. Rolling your way back up. And if you do have a tow bar or a wide squat stand, you can always open up through your pecs in this position as well. If you don't, then you can skip it. So guys, that is a really nice full body movement pattern for your golfers that if done on a regular basis, they're going to notice improved golf scores, or you're going to notice it with less injury, less effort. So once you have all the right muscles working for you with the breath pattern, you're going to effortlessly play a good game of golf and not have pain afterwards. So let me know. Shoot down below. Don't forget to subscribe and share this message. And if you're interested in a total gym, you live in New Zealand or Australia, hit me up, let me know, and I'll organize a quote for you, because these guys are great to have next to the golf clubs. Wish you well. See you on the next video.